So I almost forgot to say something. Uh, what I need you guys to take from this though is because I get like, okay, it's really like triggering when I have to explain this to people again because it's so obvious, but then it's not very obvious apparently because people keep asking. Um, but like, basically, if somebody makes you feel something, that's all that counts, right? So somebody could have like ignored your call all night, kind of like how I told you guys a story. Like I felt bad because my mom was calling and calling and calling, and it's like, what kind of person just doesn't answer, right? And like, especially with someone that's like, that's your mom, right? So I felt like I owe her something, right? So, but I feel like we owe this to anybody in like any relationship, someone, anyone that like we've spent any amount of time with, like, just don't spend time with people if they're so terrible, you know? Don't wait until like they feel attached and then all of a sudden feel like, oh, now it's the perfect time to fucking ghost them. So that's never been like a habit of mine. And I've never really run into people that do that. But yeah, it seems like that's like Taco's like thing. Like that's his favorite thing to do to people. So it's kind of like, I don't know, man. Maybe it's because you like it or something. Like you like it done to you. So whatever. I guess I tried, and then he didn't like it. So it's whatever it is. Like it's it's just the way that I live my life now. So when people ask certain things like, oh, do you have proof and stuff? It's like, or it kind of irks me because it's like, how is this not proof enough? Like, as far as like proof of how people made me feel about something, if that isn't proof enough about something, if that's not me testifying for myself against someone and like basically just standing on my word, because what else do I have other than my history, right? My pattern, my pattern of history, basically, of how I treat other people and how I treat myself and how even my enemies, like, it says a lot about a person, right? So if somebody continues to make you feel threatened, like, and like will stop at nothing, I think that's pretty serious stuff right there. It's not something to be like scoffed over or like made a joke about, but like obviously I do try to laugh about it, and it's like I'm glad. Whew. And I'm glad when other people try to make light of it, of course. It's just, with due respect, of course, because if I'm anybody, I should say, if anybody's telling you how they feel about something, then just be aware of it. That's how they're feeling. They're not gonna like want to relate to like your funny jokes right away, probably. And if they do, it's like just get like it's just time. That's all anybody ever really wants, is to be heard, and like for people to take the time to just like try to understand something new for once. Like, I don't know, everybody could learn something once in a while, including myself. I feel like I learn new things every day, especially so when I'm by myself, which is ironic as fuck, right? And so that's probably what I mean usually when I'm like, I need some alone time. It's not like most people like say shit like that and they're just like, oh, I'm sick of this person, but I'm not gonna tell them that, it's like, no, I genuinely mean it. Like, if I'm saying something, it's usually because like that's how I feel. I have no problem expressing it, because there's like very few, like there's very little people that I dislike, and the ones that it's mostly just like people in my head that like I think exist, because I don't think, like I don't think everybody's a murderer, and I don't think everybody's like out, like wakes up in the morning like, I'm gonna ruin someone's day. And I've been there, like I said, with the anger issues before, so I know what it's like to like lose control of your anger. But there's like a clear fucking line that gets crossed when something becomes a habit, right? It's not, when it's not the 1st or the 7th or the 17th, it's like, wow, dude, when is this ever gonna stop? That's a problem for me, like a serious problem, because I feel like if we're that like behind on taking control of our own habits, then we need to be like in a mental institute or something. And like I've been actually taken by ambulance. They like strapped me down and shit because apparently I sent like the wrong text to someone concerning myself, and he's like, oh, I fear for her safety. He actually just had got done stealing my car, and he wanted me not to be able to look for it. So And he knew like my family was already pissed off. They were probably in on it, whatever. I don't know. That's how I felt. Like I said, it's how I felt. It's how I was made to feel by all these people consistently for a long period of time, for months at a time. So obviously, like I felt like I had a right to feel like, fuck, dude, I feel some type of way about it. I don't want to like associate with people like that anymore. I don't fucking need anybody's fucking opinion right now. Like, you guys are all fucking pieces of shit. Like, I just was really fucking unapologetic about my wanting to be alone, I guess. And then instead of us reciprocating in that, it was just like, okay, well, fuck, have fun. Have fun being alone. But like literally alone in all things. Like, why am I even here then? Like, what the fuck am I doing? You took my custody, you stole my car, you want to put me in a fucking mental, because I broke a fucking window. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, anybody who would have gone through like half the shit would not, like, everybody would feel sorry for them. But it's not anybody. It's Steph. And Steph is so, oh my gosh, she's so weird and cold, and like, she thinks she's better than everybody. Oh my God. How dare she think things to herself that like we can't even fucking read minds, but we like fucking apparently make up shit. So it counts, right? Sure counts, buddy. I'm really hungry. Ooh. But mostly I just have cotton mouth. And there's nothing to eat out here. But it's so fucking nice outside, you guys. Oh my God. The stars are shining like a brink. It's so beautiful. So thank God I brought my water. Nobody's even called me. See, that's how much they love me. Yay. They learned to love me from a distance, which is all I could ask for, right? It's okay. It's okay. It's alright. Everybody loves you. Everybody loves you, and you're doing everything fine. Good job. Keep continuing to do better. Okay, bye.